everyone. Good afternoon. It's Kayla with the Celebration Company. Happy Thursday, y'all. Tomorrow's Friday, and my Christmas festivities begin tomorrow night. Some of y'all probably already got started. Hope y'all are ready. Hope you're looking forward to it. Today we are going to be using a Christmas tree cakes box for our craft. So the Christmas tree cakes box, I've already done some cutting on this because I didn't want y'all to have to sit and watch me cut out for a while. I think it's a cute box, and I was noticing it the last time I bought some, and I thought this Santa is absolutely precious. And he's holding his little plate of Christmas tree cakes, and he's just absolutely adorable. And so I knew when I saw the box and I paid attention to it, I thought, I'm going to make something out of this box. So we're going to do that today. We're going to make a really cute Christmassy project using the Christmas tree cakes box. And I think it's going to be adorable. I'm really looking forward to it. All right. I think that there's a lot of other ways you could use the box too. After I cut out of it, I thought, it would have been cute also to break the box down just a little bit, make it a little smaller, and then open up the top and have stuff coming out of the top. That would have been a really cute way to use it as well. So anyways, it's a super cute box, and so we are going to do something fun with it today, all right? So when you hop on, say hello, let me know you're watching. Hey Sandy over on YouTube, thanks for watching. Hello Pam, thank you so much Pam. Hey Jennifer, hello. Hi Danae, thanks Danae. Hey Cindy, hey Gail, good afternoon y'all. I was so excited and shocked that I won our chili cook-off last night. Hello over on YouTube. I'm not sure what your name is, but let me know what your name is. Hey Nancy, thank you. Hi Nancy. Two Nancys. Hey Carolyn. Hi Rhonda. Hey Sandy. Good to see y'all. But super duper excited. Super excited that I won. Hey Marie, I jumped up and down when I won. So it was lots of fun. There were 12 chilies there. I didn't get a chance to try them all. I tried at least 4 of them, I think. And they were all very good. They were all very good. Hey Carol, hi Myrna from Indiana. Hey Aletta. Good to see y'all. Thank you, Cindy. So y'all are gonna have to try that chili recipe. Because it's a winning chili recipe. So you gotta give it a try. See if you like it. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. So I have got a little shadow box type thing. This is from the Dollar Tree, and it had dividers in it. And I just removed those dividers. And so we're going to use this box for this project. And I just want to paint the edges of the box. And I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to paint it white, actually. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to paint it light buttermilk. And let's find a paintbrush. And so we just want to paint the frame. Okay, the edges of it. I don't need to paint the inside, the background, because we're going to be decoupaging some paper onto that. This color is going to cover really well because it's almost the same color as the wood. Are y'all ready for Christmas? I am not. I am not ready. I'm mentally ready, but I'm not actually ready. You know what I mean? I still have a lot to get done. I did get some presents wrapped this morning, so I do feel a little bit accomplished there. I was able to get a lot of Griffin's stuff wrapped, which is about half of all of the gifts that I have to wrap probably. So feeling good about that. And I got most of my baking done. Probably gonna have to make another batch of probably of my sweetened condensed milk snowballs, and then Andrew's wanting another batch of bourbon balls, which I think he is going to attempt to make tonight. And then I really need to go through the playroom and get it decluttered and cleaned up, and then take some stuff to Goodwill. I've done my room. I've done Griffin's room. But I'd like to do the playroom. And I just haven't had time to get to it yet. So I'm hoping I can get to it, but who knows? I may not be able to. All right, I'm gonna go on and dry those 3 sides, and then we'll move on to the other side. Thanks, Debbie. Hey, thank you so much, and good to see you. I haven't figured out yet. Okay, there we go. This is not as hot as my other one, for sure. Yes, Lynn, it is. We still have our office, our desks in there in the playroom. I was actually thinking last night about, is there a way that I could move Griffin's play space to the basement? Because he's getting now to where he needs space to be a little more active, you know? But also I thought, well, that's probably not a good idea, because then if I do that, then he's always going to be down here, you know, when I'm trying to work. But I don't really know how I would make that happen anyways. Yes, Elaine, I did put the chili recipe out on Facebook, so you can go check that out. I put it on last night. Put it on even before I went to church, so. All right, so once we get the frame painted, we're going to decoupage some paper to the background. And I've got some red paper here. This is from a previous month's craft paper. It's this one right here. And what I'm going to do is measure the inside, the width of the inside, and then I'm going to cut it down 6 3/4. Hey, Adriana. Okay. So 6 3/4. We'll cut this out. And so then I'll just lay this in, and then I'll just push it up against the other side. Might use one of my scrapers here to just kind of give it a crease so that I know where I need to cut. And I am just going to tear this. Thank you, Adriana. Just gonna get it really good and creased. And give it a tear. Okay. And there we go. So that's gonna fit perfectly in the back. So we just need to decoupage that on. And I'm gonna use a brush because I need to get into the corners. Hey, April. Hey, Rhea. Rhea, were you talking about the craft paper? You love the craft paper? It came out scrapper, so I wasn't sure what you were talking about. If you were talking about the cutter or if you were talking about the scrapbook paper. I'm assuming you're talking about the paper. All right, there we go. Nice even layer. And we're just gonna lay this down. Okay, I'm gonna get a clean scraper and use this to rub this down, get it nice and smooth. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna take the heat tool to it. And if there's any bubbles, this is gonna help with those bubbles. Sue, it's from Dollar Tree. All right, so here's our frame. Okay, it's ready for our next step. So we've got our Christmas tree cakes box, and I cut out the little Santa in his chair, and then I cut out the little Debbie Christmas tree cake. All right, and so we're gonna apply these in here, and then we're going to add some other embellishments around them. So I'm gonna have them kind of coming off of the background just a little bit and up off of the bottom just a bit. All right, and I think I'm gonna fill all that in with some fun embellishments. Okay. So I do want to, like I said, lift it up off of the background a bit. So I'm going to grab some popsicle sticks and some Jenga blocks. I don't need that many popsicle sticks. So on the back of the Christmas tree cake, I'm going to just take some popsicle sticks. And I'm going to layer those. Y'all, I didn't plug in my glue gun. Of course I didn't. All right, I'm going to use some super glue. Teresa, I'm glad you got it done. I heard that too, Cindy. I don't know who he is, but I did hear that. How awful. Listen, I'm telling you, these plane crashes are getting out of control. I don't know what the deal is. And it feels like a lot of times it is celebrities that this is happening to. And so it's like, what's going on? You know, why are they in their private planes? Why is this happening so often? But anyways, I did see that a little bit ago. Like I said, I don't know who he is, but my dad probably does, because my dad used to watch NASCAR all the time. He doesn't anymore. But he used to be a big NASCAR fan. So I'm just taking pieces of popsicle stick and gluing 2 together. And I'm just using super glue for right now because my hot glue gun, I forgot to plug it in. But the good news is it's not happening to commercial flights very often. Not like it is others. So that makes me feel a lot better. I'm not saying there hasn't been a commercial flight that's gone down. I don't know if there has or not. I haven't heard of one, though. All right, so we're doing 2 layers of the popsicle stick on the Christmas tree cake. Sue, I cut him out. I just cut him out. Okay, and I cut the Christmas tree cake out too with scissors. He doesn't come off. Wouldn't that be nice if they made him to where he came off? But no, he doesn't come off. But he is so beautiful. He's just, I mean, he's just beautiful. I just love him. The way that they painted him, he's just really cute. And so I just felt like he deserved a project. All right, so we're going to take and put some glue on the back of our popsicle sticks now. And we're going to put this on here. And I am putting it up from the bottom just a little bit to the left. Yes, Sue, they sure are. We have pink and teal, although we are running very low on the pink ones. Now, the Santa is going to sit out a little bit further from the Christmas tree cake. And so I think I'm going to do Jenga blocks. I just want to make sure that's going to be far enough out. Yes, that's going to be perfect. So now we're going to put the Jenga blocks onto the back of the Santa. All right, my hot glue gun is warmed up now, so I'm going to use it. Okay, this one here is actually needs to be scooted over a little bit more. I know, Myrna. Listen, well, there's nothing wrong with buying another box. Let's see if that's warmed up enough that I can pull that off. Okay, there we go. I'm going to move it over a little bit. Okay. All right, and again with this, I'm going to raise it up a bit off of the ground, or off of the bottom of the surface. Lorianna, it went really well. I came home with first place. and I was super excited. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Look how cute that is already. So what I want to do is embellish this, and we're going to put some things on the bottom here. So I'm going to break out the tinsel and all the vintagey stuff. Let me get some tinsel. I'm going to use the good tinsel, not the thin stuff. All right. I'm trying to decide. I was thinking about, do I want to just put this on and then just fill in? So I've got some little glass balls that I want to use, but I may not want to do it this way. That's why I'm kind of going to play with this for a minute and see. So I've got some little glass ornaments. I've got these, and then I've got these, which are from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to use a mixture. And if I just kind of snug these in too, also got these, the gold and the silver. So just kind of want to play with this for a minute and see what this looks like. I'm loving these little, these are just, this is so good. But I think it might be too much. Let me see if there's something else I want to add. I've also got some bottle brush trees, which I thought about putting in here as well. That one might be too big. I like the bottle brush trees. I've got some little gifts. Just trying to decide what looks the best. I could possibly do, also got all of these little Christmas toy type things. This train is really cute. If I had raised them up even higher, which I kind of wish I had done, I don't think I can do that now. What do y'all think? Do you think I could, especially the tree, because I did super glue. I did super glue. It's cute, but I think that it's a no. I need something smaller. He's kind of cute. This is cute. I like it. Okay, I like that. That's cute. Here's a little light. We could add this in, if I can get it. what else I can find. I did win, Stacy. Oh, this is cute. Okay, I got a couple little doodads. So I think what I'm gonna do is start gluing on the ornaments, and then I'm going to add in pieces of the tinsel. I think. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So let's just see here. All right, so I'm gonna just take a piece of tinsel and I'm gonna glue it down. And then I'm gonna glue this little bear down. Remove the little hanger that's on him, and he's sitting on a little drum with a tree. So he's super cute with the Santa. I think he sure would, Stacy. Like I said, we had 2 Hispanics on the panel last night that judged. And so, you know what? I don't like him there. I think he needs to scoot over a bit. I think we need an ornament over here. Although, I do need some height right there. Because we need to cover up. We need to cover up part of the Christmas tree cake. That, maybe a medium size tree. Like this one would be better. Yeah, I think that's better. But I think I want it painted, so let's paint it real quick. Let's paint it green. I'm going to use forest green. And let's see. Dip a brush in your paint and then just start dabbing it into the tree. Keep doing that until you feel like you've got it all covered. Hey, Jeslyn. And you can, as you go, you can fluff it a little bit as well. All right, I feel like that looks pretty good. And we're definitely going to do a bow on the top of the tree as well. I'm going to take a heat tool to it. Try and dry it a bit. Okay, so we'll put the tree right here on the left. So I'm just going to hot glue that down. And then we'll add a bow. And I think I'm going to do, I've got the glitter bows, but I think I want to do, I've got these little velvet bows. I'm not sure where these came from, probably Hobby Lobby. I'm going to glue one of these onto the front of the tree. Or I might be able to just wrap this wire around the tree. There we go. Okay. Then let's add some of our little embellishments. I'm going to add this little red ball right in there. I think I'm going to add a little bit more tinsel to cover up the base of the tree. Okay, and then we're going to add our little bear next to it. I want to add another. I think I'm going to add a green little mini ornament. Okay. Looks like that. Cute, cute. So then we want to just embellish more across the front here. And I think I'll add in a few little things here and there. Let's see here. Could do a peppermint, possibly. I cut out the Santa and the tree, yes. I just cut him out. Let's see here. Like the little gift, I think what I'm going to do is take and cut a corner off. I swear, y'all, it's ridiculous that we sell knives. I literally just added like 6 knives and I can't find one. I don't know how it's possible. Okay, I'm going to take and cut off one of the corners to just kind of make it flat on one side so that it'll fit in here a little bit better. And I'll just put some hot glue right on the bottom and glue it in. And then there's this other one that's a little bit different size. I think I'll add it in here as well and have it just sort of propped up. So I'm going to put a little hot glue to kind of prop it up against the other. Jezelyn, I am not making dinner. Y'all know we got the Crafty DIY decor box live tonight. And so I am not making any dinner tonight. But we are having leftover chili and potato soup. Okay. Maybe that needs to go that way just a smidge. Okay, I might not be able to use my big ornaments. I might have to just use the small ones, unfortunately. Yes, Jezelyn, there is prep. I'm going to add a little red one back here in the back. There is prep. You need to spray paint your pieces with a gold spray paint or paint them in a gold spray paint. Everything except for the rod and the little bowls that go inside. Everything else you will you'll spray paint. I'm going to take a little bit of tinsel here and fill in. I just want to put some right in here behind these gifts. Just going to stick a little in there. And then I'm going to do more of it right here between these two gifts. Just going to add a little hot glue in between there. And then I'll just push this tinsel in between. And we'll do a little bit on the top as well. So just have that tinsel peeking out everywhere. I think I'm going to put a little silver ball right there. Okay, and then over here, I put this little Santa ornament right there. Thought it was cute. And then over here in the corner, we'll add some more of these little balls with some tinsel. So I'm going to just cut a bit of tinsel and just fit it in here. Okay. And I'm going to do all three colors. And we'll just make a little cluster right here in this corner. I'm going to do this silver right in the corner, in the front. Thank you, Nancy. Not yet, Teresa. Friday is his last day. Trying to get everything done as much as I can while he is still in school, you know. So I got to get things done tomorrow. Because it's my last day. All right. Okay, that is cute. All right, so there's the bottom. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now I also cut out on the back of it, it had Christmas tree cakes, a big banner. And then it showed the previous packaging that they've had. So I cut out the banner because I thought it was really cute. And this is kind of all about the Christmas tree cakes. So I'd like to put that banner up there on the top, but there's too much empty space going on up here, and that is bothering me. So we got to come up with something else to do, because there is just way too much empty space. And so let's see what we can figure out. If I can use the banner, but also fill this space a bit. So I thought about draping or doing something with the tinsel. Possibly even putting the banner on the tinsel. Add like a little bunch of ornaments over here. That's a possibility. I don't mind that too much. I want to try, though, a smaller tinsel. Like, let's try something like this. Hang ornaments from the top. I do like that idea. I don't like that. So y'all are saying just like hang them like this. Okay, let's do that. Let's grab, what do I want to hang them with? There's twine in here, but it's gold, and I'm not using any gold. Almost like thread maybe, or wire. Thread might be the best option, because it's going to show the leaf. Let's go with thread, and we'll do a gray thread. Okay, so we'll stick it. It's really not that big of a hole. Why will this not go through? I think there's something in there. I mean, it's not that small of a hole. Why will this? Yes, there's like a piece of plastic in there. There we go. Okay. So the question is how to hang it, though. Gonna make a knot kind of where I feel like it should hang. Maybe. I might be able to make a knot. Apparently I can't. Apparently I can't make a knot. But about right there is where I want it to hang. I think I'm just going to use some hot glue. So I'm going to turn this upside down. And I'm just going to add a dot of glue. Put my thread in it. And then just use my scissors or something to get that laid down. Okay, and so then let's take another piece of thread. Thank you, Roseanne. And We got to poke out the middle again. Okay, I'm thinking this one is going to need to be even shorter. Thank you, Sandy. Okay, that one's in. So this one will be shorter. Okay. And I'm just going to skip about an inch. All right. Y'all, how cute. What a great idea. Okay. So let's do the green now. And this one needs to be a little longer. Still not very long. Actually, I think that needs to be even longer. All right. Let's glue this one down. So I think we'll do 6 ornaments. Cut off some of this excess string. Okay. All right. And so let's go silver next. So we'll do the same pattern. Okay. And this one needs to be a little pretty short, actually. Pretty darn short. Okay. Yes. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And next is red. Y'all, that's so precious. Okay. All right, let's see here now. The red. Actually don't know if I'm going to need another green one. Okay. So I'm just putting a dot of hot glue, putting it in right where the knot is, and then I'm just taking my finger after the glue cools down a bit and just pressing it down. And then removing the excess. All right, let's see about one more, the gold, or the green, I mean. Teresa, no, actually, I never host Christmas because I don't have enough space. The only time I have company at my house for Christmas is on Christmas morning when Griffin opens his gift from Santa, his gifts from Santa, and from Mommy and Daddy. My parents and Andrew's parents and my brother and sister-in-law, and sometimes Andrew's oldest brother will come over to see Griffin. That's the only time I host. And I'll make cinnamon rolls mostly for my parents because, and my brother and sister-in-law, because we breakfast at my mother-in-law's on Christmas Day. And so usually we go over there about 10:30, 11 o'clock. So they come over early, around 7:30 usually, and watch Griffin, and then they go back home and we go over to my in-laws. So one of these days I hope to be able to host, but I just don't have enough space right now. All right, look how cute that is. How adorable. So then let's see about our little Christmas tree cakes sign. That's cute. I think that's super cute. There's a little something on one of these ornaments though that's bugging me. I'm gonna take my precision cutters and cut it off. All right. So we're gonna take the little banner and I'm just gonna glue it on with some hot glue. Just kind of eyeballing where it needs to be. Look how cute! Isn't that adorable? That is so dang cute. Now you could take some distress ink to this if you wanted to, and you could distress it a little bit. I think it's super cute though. I'm trying to decide if I feel like it needs anything. What do y'all think? Do y'all feel like it needs anything? I think it is so cute. I love seeing the little Santa and the Christmas tree cake. What do y'all think? Do y'all love Christmas tree cakes? If you do, you need to make this, even if you don't, because this is just too cute. It's just too dang cute. You know? I just got like a curiosity. I was just wondering what it looked like to have the tinsel tucked in behind the Santa. I think it's a bit too much. But all right, so there we go. There's our little Christmas tree cake sign using a Christmas tree cakes box. Y'all grab one of those boxes and use it to make something fun with because it's absolutely adorable. I think that you could also, like I was saying, take the box and cut it down like make it to where you're just seeing mostly the Santa over here. So, you know, if it was closed on this side and you had the Santa here, then cut it like right here and make it smaller, and then put a slit or something in the top, open it up, put some styrofoam or something down in there, and then fill it with some fun things, or even just stack right on top of the box and do a bottle brush tree and some fun little baubles and some presents and fun stuff like that, just literally sitting right on top of the box. That would be super cute too. So there's lots of fun things. Also on the box is this Christmas tree cakes label, which I also had thought would be super cute, but to be honest, I didn't feel like cutting it out. So, but it is super cute too and would be really adorable as well. So, all right, y'all, if you're a DIY darling, I will see you all here in a few hours. Have a great night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow if I don't see you tonight in the Darling Circle.